welcome back, or welcome to my channel. My name is Caitlin, and on this channel, we talk books, alright? You may ask, this is a bit different of a setup for you. Yeah, I'm aware, thank you. I'm in my hallway, because I have no space in my room to do this, but I thought of this phenomenal, amazing, wonderful idea, alright? If you're unaware of the setup behind me, this is the Dance Moms Pyramid.
I hate to do this, but Kendall, you are back on probation.
That's ridiculous, Abby. What more do you want from her?
All right, and today we're gonna do a book pyramid, the books of 2022. I've picked out 5 different books / book series, and I'm here to do the pyramid with you today. All right, go from worst to greatest of the year, and we're gonna talk all about them. All right, one by one, Abby Lee Miller style. All right, so let's get into it without further ado. Give this video a like, comment down below. Have you watched Dance Moms? Did you spend your early preteen years watching one of the best reality TV shows on television? Let me know. Subscribe, all right? Hit that subscribe button down below to see more videos like this one, all right? Without further ado, let's just hop right in. All right, at the bottom of our pyramid today, this is no surprise to anyone, Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This was the worst book that I read this year, all right? I'm waiting, it was good, I'm waiting for it to be better, all right, as Abby Lee Miller has said. Why? All right, this book has amazing world building, amazing magic system, so intriguing, so cool, really awesome connections to the world and music. But what do we follow? An annoying teenage boy who wants nothing but his manic pixie dream girl bitch. And that's why Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss is at the bottom of today's pyramid. All right, not only that, A Wise Man's Fear is out, but the third and final book is not. All right, and that's a shame. That's a travesty to all of the fans of this book series. All right, that is why Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss is at the bottom of today's pyramid. All right, if you need to know more, I've already made a video about all my qualms with this book. All right, so just go and watch the video if you're looking for more. All right, but let's move on. Name of the Wind, bottom of today's pyramid. All right. Second, The Heroes by Joe Abercrombie. The worst book in the first law world. Absolutely horrendous. All right. If you love to follow random, gross men in a story, this might be the book for you. All right. It was not the book for me. I love Joe Abercrombie. All right. I do. I love the first law world. Loved Best Served Cold. Loved Red Country. The Heroes, a sore disappointment. All right. We follow none of the magic system, and it's a low-level story about soldiers in the war. And like, while that's an okay point of view to have in a story, I don't need a 600-page book about it. This book was irrelevant to me. I hardly remember anything but fighting, and the fight scenes were immaculate. That is why The Heroes is above Name of the Wind, all right? Because the way Joe Abercrombie writes his fight scenes in this was splendid, okay? Splendid. But that's about it. That's about all that's splendid in this book. All right, The Heroes by Joe Abercrombie is not a necessary book at all. You should probably still read it, but it just wasn't good. It wasn't up to par with the rest of Joe Abercrombie's works, all right? And I know he could be better. I know he can be better, and he just wasn't doing it for me in this book, all right? The Heroes by Joe Abercrombie, this is second to last in today's pyramid. Again, good, but I'm waiting for it to be better, like the other Joe Abercrombie books, like I know he can be doing, all right? And it just wasn't there. It wasn't good. It wasn't for me, all right? Let's move on. Third on the pyramid, the Skyward series by Brandon Sanderson. didn't stick out, didn't stand out to me. All right? Out of all of Brandon Sanderson's work, this is his least strong. I say that with only having read the first in the Steelheart trilogy, which people say is his weakest work. This is his weakest work that I've read. All right? Why is this third on the pyramid? It's plotting, the ideas in this book, strong. The characters, the love interests, weak. 2D characters, no fun, no likey, don't like the characters in this book, all right? It could have been so much better. We've seen Brandon Sanderson be so much better, all right? And this just wasn't hitting for me. This is his sci-fi young adult series, all right? Should you read it? Yes. Does it have really cool and intriguing plot points and setting and stuff of that nature? Hell yes. Does everything else about it suck? Maybe, besides M-Bot and the Doom Slugs. And that's really about it. All right, that's about it. Human characters in this? No bueno. No good. No likey. We're third on today's pyramid. All right? All right. Skyward. Hopefully it'll get better as we go on. But I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with you. So you're third on today's pyramid. All right? And next, The Ninth Reign, the Winnowing Flame trilogy by Jen Williams. All right? This was impressive. This was the first book series that I've read by the author of Jen Williams, and it was so phenomenal. All right, do I wish we had more time with the characters? Yes. Did the ending feel rushed? Yes. But does this have one of the most intriguing worlds, one of the most intriguing magic power bases, one of the most intriguing villains and, arch nemesis of our main characters? Absolutely. All right? Do we get to see some really awesome war beasts? 100%. That is why you have moved up in the pyramid. Not quite as good as the rest of what's on the pyramid, but still strong enough to beat out this bottom row, which, to be quite honest, is not that difficult. Okay? All right. If you haven't read this, I don't know what you're doing. Actually, I probably do, because it's not that popular. But more people should read this book, all right? It's so good. It's only a trilogy, only 3 books. If you're scared of larger books, they're not that large for fantasy. Maybe like 500 pages, which for fantasy, that's not that difficult, all right? Or I shouldn't say not that difficult. That's not that long, all right? But it's so good. It's so worth reading. It's so worth dipping your foot into this trilogy. Do I wish we had more? Absolutely. Did I hate the way it wrapped up? Yeah, absolutely. The epilogue, it could have been 30 more pages, all right? Not satisfactory, which is why it sits below these 2 right here, all right, which we will get to. But it does deserve to be above these 3 slackers, all right? And that is The Ninth Reign by Jen Williams. Next on today's pyramid, The Last Argument of Kings and the rest of the First Law trilogy and the First Law world books that are not the heroes. That includes The Blade itself, Before They Are Hanged, The Last Argument of Kings, Best Served Cold, and Red Country, all by Joe Abercrombie. Phenomenal, phenomenal work, Joe. He exceeds and excels when it comes to painting morally gray characters in a dirty, grimy world that just keeps on giving them, the shit end of the stick. And I love that. He does a phenomenal, phenomenal job. Why did I pick this right here? I don't know. I like the book cover, okay? The book cover for that second trilogy, which this one resides in, is absolutely terrible, all right? But I chose to use The Last Argument of Kings to represent Joe Abercrombie as a whole besides the heroes, all right? Besides the heroes. The heroes is not necessary. Don't look at this. But Joe Abercrombie deserves to be higher up in this pyramid, which is why he is higher up in this pyramid. Like I said, he is what people were looking for after George R.R. Martin, to put it in Brandon Sanderson's words, all right? Amazing, grim, dark fantasy. Trigger warnings, look them up. There's lots of killing and cutting and fighting in these books. But they're so good. They're so, so good. And I love them. And that's why Joe Abercrombie in the First Law world is number 2 on this pyramid, all right? And without further ado, I'm sure you can guess who's up here. 3 out of 3, Maddie, aka Robert Jordan, aka the Wheel of Time, all right? If you're unaware, this year for me was the year that I finished the Wheel of Time series, aka one of the best book series of all time. Robert Jordan is a mastermind, as Taylor Swift would say, all right? Phenomenal, phenomenal job, Robert Jordan. You know, if he were alive, I'm sure he'd be very honored to be at the top of this pyramid. I know I would be honored to be at the top of my own pyramid. So here lays Robert Jordan. Anyways, The Wheel of Time is one of the most classic fantasy series that there is. All right, we follow a whole cast of characters. 15 book series. You get to know these people like your friends, your family, and you never want to leave them. They just leech on your soul. All right. When I finished his book series, who was finished out by Brandon Sanderson, who is lower on this pyramid, I cried like a little baby. I cried throughout the entire series like a little baby, but the end tore me up, all right? The end just tore me up inside. And I just wish that we could see more from our good friend Robert Jordan, but that's not possible, all right? But he just is a top tier mastermind, excellence in writing, in fantasy, in world building, in magic systems, and I just so wish we could have gotten more from him. But The Wheel of Time is enough. It's amazing. It's so good. If you haven't read it, you should. All right? He resides at the top of today's pyramid. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this video, going over my book pyramid of 2022. Make sure to give us a like, comment down below. What would be your pyramid? All right, this is my pyramid, as you can see. Starting from the bottom, Name in the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, The Heroes by Joe Abercrombie, The Skyward series by Brandon Sanderson, The Winnowing Flame trilogy by Jen Williams, The Way of Kings World, not The Way of Kings, The First Law World by Joe Abercrombie, and Robert Jordan, Sir Robert Jordan, the man himself, in this wonderful photo. I had to choose this photo, because how could I not? All right? But that is today's pyramid, Abby Lee Miller style. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more videos. All right? I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out.